So as you guys know from the previous episode, JP and I parked ourselves at Mr. Puff's to get our fix of coffee. We were also looking for a restroom to use, so this was a good stop to be in. We kind of got to cool down, sit down, rest our legs, enjoy some of their fancy drinks, enjoy their little donut puffs, and kind of just talk about the rest of the day that we had in store. This place caught my attention when I was walking on the streets because I saw a huge sign that said macchiato, and so that's what brought us in originally, but it looks like it actually is a Canadian original hotspot.
And he said the puffs originated here in Montreal, Canada. Yeah, so we're gonna try it. We didn't realize it was a local place, but
this place was actually founded here in Montreal, which was even more interesting, so we're going to give the puffs a try. We ordered the original caramel glazed one.
it's basically a donut.
In my opinion, it was a much needed snack. It was just sweet enough to get us hungry for our actual meal. Now we are on our way to get some noodles. It's been a little breezy here while we were here, so I was kind of in the mood of something hot and soupy. So JP Googled and looked up a noodle place that was not too far from where we were. So we're gonna walk over there, and we are expecting there to be a line because it's another hot spot. And so we're gonna kind of just stand around and look around the area as we wait to be seated. From my understanding, we're kind of in the Asian area or Asia town of Montreal, Canada. I even saw a Korean barbecue place, so it was much familiar grounds. Coming from Texas, we're usually not too impressed by large portions, but here we were impressed by how big the noodle soup was. We also ordered this beef salad on the side, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a try, and you'll see my raw reaction. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. Every bite was very flavorful and the texture was a lot softer than I expected it to be. So I think we made a good choice by ordering this salad on the side. I got a little caught up with eating. I forgot to film JP's reaction, but he also enjoyed it very much and was very impressed with the large portions. I don't know what it is about cold, gloomy weather making me crave noodle foods or soupy foods, but this is the best part, right? Right outside the window you see the coldness, but you get to taste warm soup going down your throat.
새로운 맛인가 보다.
새로운 맛이야.
와, 비프 텐더 들어간 거 봐.
진짜 새로운 맛이야.
오, 많다. 저도 잘 먹겠습니다.
I've tried multiple beef noodle soups back home, but this broth was another level of deepness. I really enjoyed it, and it was an unfamiliar taste, so it was really cool to try.
오케이. 저 먹을게요, 이제.
Now that our belly is warm and full, time to find a place for dessert. We were looking for another dose of coffee, and we came across this cute cafe. We didn't really find this online. We actually just started walking around the area and ran into it, and we really, really liked the aesthetics of it. So I asked JP to go in with me, and we decided to order some coffee and warm up our bodies a little bit more. Everything was in French and everyone was speaking French, but one of the younger ladies working up front thankfully spoke a little bit of English, so we were able to order whichever coffee we wanted to order. They had the cutest little shop with a lot of souvenirs, so we did a little window shopping. And I told JP that if we lived here, I could see myself studying here all the time, but then I realized I don't have anything to study anymore. So the student habits definitely die hard. I think one of my favorite things to do while traveling is visiting local cafes. I really enjoy trying out new beverages and just kind of cafe hopping. Here at this cafe, where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee mingles with the whisper of history, JP and I were celebrating a milestone. 365 days of togetherness, 365 days of building a life side by side. There were so many moments in life where JP and I never thought such a day like this would come, so we were so grateful to be able to embrace this anniversary together. We don't travel much, so when we do travel, we try to make it as memorable as possible, and trips like this really rejuvenate us to get back into the real world until our next trip. In the real world, when our life is busy and we come home after a full day of work, a lot of times we focus on the chores and the things that need to get done for the night. But it was so nice to have no responsibilities. We sat around at this cafe for a couple hours just talking to each other and sharing each other's thoughts and commenting on everything around us. And it was such a good time of just being able to relax, sipping on our favorite cups of coffee, and just being able to share and get to know each other even better a year into marriage.
예상치 않은 비가 내일 올 줄 알았는데